I used to think I wanted Morgan Freeman to narrate my life. Then I watched this series. What is up, Netflix fans, and welcome back to my channel. You know, I haven't really reviewed a good docu-series in quite a while, but this is Our Planet, Netflix's venture into giving us a documentary about the planet that we live on. That's right, if you don't know, it's planet Earth. And it is a series focusing on the diversity of habitats around the world, from the remote Arctic wilderness and mysterious deep oceans to the vast landscapes of Africa and diverse jungles of South America. David Attenborough is our narrator and really our guide taking us on this journey where we get to explore the depth of the oceans, the beautiful jungles, the landscapes in general of the planet that we live on. And today I'm just going to give you guys some brief thoughts on what I think of this series, if I believe it measures up to other nature documentaries that we have seen. There are a lot of them out there, and I was afraid that this one was going to fall into that conventional and like, oh, it's just another documentary series, nothing really special about it. It's something I would have had to watch in 8th grade in my science class. I didn't anticipate it falling in that category because I have faith in Netflix and what they do. And I think this was really their attempt to prove that they can do something on this scale and of super high quality, because there are very many documentaries, like I said, on this subject or subjects that are similar to this. And the majority of them are kind of typical. You have things that are outstanding. They stand above the rest. In a documentary like Planet Earth and Planet Earth Part 2, both of those are incredible, but they only come around like once every few years of that quality. And the big question here is, are you going to make it stand out, or what are you going to do to achieve greatness with this docuseries? And I must say, I love the idea of splitting it up into 8 episodes. Each episode clocks in around 50 minutes to an hour long, and each episode feels very distinct. You have the intro episode and you have the outro episode, and then you have the episodes focusing on different portions of the planet or different things happening in different areas. The episode titles give you hints into what each one is going to hit on. Those titles are One Planet, Frozen Worlds, Jungles, Coastal Seas, From Deserts to Grasslands, The High Seas, Freshwater, and Forests. So self-explanatory, right? I wonder what Jungles is going to be about. Or, hey, Forests, is that one about oceans? No, Netflix is like, hey, if you don't want to watch this particular episode, you can just skip to this one. If you're interested in grasslands, watch the episode about grasslands. I love that. I love the simplicity. And really, what gets me about this entire docuseries is the fact that the idea is so simple. Each episode is diving into, that's a pun, diving into a different topic with different animals and landscapes. But what really sells you on a show or a movie or a documentary in this vein is the narration. So the guide, the person taking you on this journey, and cross that off because his voice is incredible. It's remarkable. You start out in episode 1, you are immediately locked in because of, first of all, the way he sounds and the way that he is presenting this narrative. His voice is glorious, and then the cinematography, the shots. I am a massive cinematography buff, so the fact that you have a docuseries based around the drastic aspect of filmmaking that I love, cinematography, shot selection, all of those things, color, however you want to group that, that is going to determine to the viewer whether this show is worth watching. And guys, every single episode, it felt like there was one particular shot, well, multiple, but I can remember at least one from every single episode where my jaw was on the floor. I watched this on my bigger television with my surround sound because sometimes, I will admit, I will watch a Netflix movie or a television show on my laptop while my wife is watching the television, because that's just how things work. This is one of those, I got into the first episode, I'm like, I have to see this on the biggest screen possible. I wish I could spend 8 hours watching this docuseries on a theater screen in IMAX with all of the speakers around me, because it was just so glorious to look at. I loved experiencing Our Planet through the eyes of the filmmakers and the cinematographers and everyone involved with this documentary. Kudos to the people that gave us this docuseries. This is a beautiful piece of art to look at, and diving deep into the lives of these animals. I don't know how they do this. I see this and I see it over and over again. How do you get this close to an animal without disturbing them in their natural habitat? I am sure there were moments and cases where they may have influenced something or did something. I haven't looked behind the scenes, so I don't know, but I am just in awe of how they went about shooting this, guys. This is a beautiful series and shots I have never seen before. I have never thought to see before, whether it's diving deep underneath the glaciers and getting those intimate connections with the animals that we are focusing on, or just watching a bird trying to impress a mate by dancing and doing flips and one flying over the other, and things like that. You are sucked in because, guys, this is real. I know I review a lot of movies and television shows on this channel and a lot of documentaries, which are majority of the time based around something that actually happened, and I like when they give you the true story, but this is as true as it possibly gets because you get a look into how these species interact with each other, and sometimes it can be violent. They are not afraid to show that, and the narrator, every time you get that build up, he's like, oh. But he just takes you through these sequence of events and allows you to experience it as a viewer, and that's what this show is. Every single episode is an experience, a different experience, which I like. I love how it's not a repetitive show. This is something that could get old very quick. It could get stale if they continue to show the same things, but like I said, every episode is different. Every episode is diving deep into another aspect of this planet. What's happening over here, what's happening down there, what's happening up top, all of it. This covers basically all of the bases, with some doors left open because I am sure if this is successful, Netflix is going to venture into another season, if you will. And I would 1000% be up for that because there are things we did not see. There are animals and creatures out there that I still don't know what they do to impress a mate and don't understand how they hunt for their food. And it's crazy that I watch something like this, and I'm a huge fan of storytelling and what it means to have a powerful character. There are stories to be told in nature, within the forests and in the oceans that are happening right now. There are stories happening all over this planet, and I love the fact that Netflix allowed this documentary crew to go out and show these stories and tell these stories and bring in a guy who is incredible at bringing you along on this journey. And overall, guys, Our Planet is a beautiful, beautiful series, and because of all of those things, it may not be the most fun or entertaining series I've ever seen in my life, but that's not what this is for. I am judging this based on quality and how beautiful and how unattainable some of these shots seem, but they were there, so somehow they managed to get them, and I'm still blown away at how they went about doing that. Before I give you guys my score, I want to know, how do you feel about Our Planet and then the show Our Planet? Did this show mesmerize you as much as it did me, or did it not live up to your expectations? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below. And if you like me reviewing a documentary or a documentary series, like this video if you want to, and I will definitely do more of these. Overall, I'm giving Our Planet the highest score I have given anything all year, and that's a 95%, guys. This series is awesome. You have to see it. It is a must-see on Netflix. Please, if you have nothing else to do and there is no movie in theaters that you have to go watch right now, turn on Netflix and watch Our Planet. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will be back this week with more videos and more reviews. Now, I will be out of town this weekend. That's the first time that has happened all year, and I have reviewed something almost every day since January, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to see the new releases this weekend. I will be out of town. I will be technically on a vacation, but I am still going to try my absolute best to get some reviews out for you guys, even if they are in my car. We will see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching this video once again, and I will be back very soon with another review for you guys. I'll catch you guys later.
You are listening to PopX Cast, where science fiction meets pop culture.
Captain's log supplemental.
PopX Cast.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I got some T-shirts on the website. If you want to go check those out, they're on there for you guys to see. And then I've got a Patreon page where every now and then I'm doing a podcast, and every now and then I'm doing some more reviews and stuff. So you can go check either of those out, or you don't have to. It's whatever. I'm gonna go eat some spaghetti now. Okay, bye.